Hello, my name is Tree, and I'm thrilled to present Urban Bloom, NguyenHuynhLuuTri Bloom City. This project began with my first assignment where I created a gigamap of NguyenHuynhLuuTri Street. The gigamap allowed me to map out the key problems faced by this area, including traffic congestion, bad infrastructure, and environmental challenges like flooding. It became clear that without the solutions, the situation would be worse as the population in this area continued to grow and the problem will compound. That is where Urban Bloom comes in. This project is a speculative design that processes a future where government and local will join to develop a sustainable urban solutions, transforming NguyenHuynhLuuTri into a more comfortable and adaptive place. By looking at the site elements and considering the future growth, Urban Bloom present potential solutions that address the situation in an innovative and practical ways. The narrow streets of NguyenHuynhLuuTri are unable to withstand the growing volume of traffic. This issue is particularly worse by the large number of international school and students in the area. A large percentage of international school and private cars are causing heavy congestions during rush hour. Imagine each student coming to school by one car. If one school have a capacity of 500 students to 1,000 students, meaning around 500 to 1,000 cars for one school, imagine the number of cars in the street combined with other school and local cars, the number will be out of control in the rush hour. Along the street, taxi, bus, vans, and other vehicles often park while waiting to pick up students. This constant waiting creates an unappealing, chaotic environment, further blocking lanes and adding to traffic congestions. The area also suffers from regular flooding, aggravated by a bad drainage system, especially during the rainy seasons, are always subject to water accumulations, which affect the mobility of residents and road users. When interviewing with the local, a large majority expect the street to have significant development, with more high-rise apartment buildings and international school opening in the future, resulting in an increase in population density, which also aggravates the existing traffic congestions, flooding, and environmental degrading if these issues remains unaddressed. At the beginning of this project, I encountered several challenges in the idealization phase. One of the biggest limitations was not knowing where to start. The complexity of the problem facing NguyenHuynhLuuTri felt overwhelming, and I was unsure how to approach this speculative design that I could address multiple issues at once. However, I found a turning point after watching a YouTube video titled How to Make an Award-Winning Architecture Project.
The first of three keys they use for their method to winning competitions. Their visual identity is usually composed of a color palette, logo, name for the project, and visual elements.
For us, creating a brand for each project is essential.
By defining visual that incorporates these elements, I was able to begin developing ideas for sustainable intervention that could address current and future challenges. Through this process, I came up with Urban Bloom, a speculative urban project that uses natural, social, and infrastructure elements of NguyenHuynhLuuTri to create a series of innovative, community-driven solutions. The streets of NguyenHuynhLuuTri are narrow and often congested. To address this, Bloomway has both adaptive sidewalk that can be elevated during rush hour to create additional lanes for traffic. When not in use, the sidewalk retracts, turning into a normal sidewalk, and the unused Bloomway will turn into Bloom Park, an underground parking zone for normal hours only, reducing the rate of parking on the streets. This dynamic system offers a flexible solution to the street narrowness, allowing it to adjust to different levels of traffic throughout the day. Bloom shade canopies are inspired by the blooming flower and designed to serve multiple functions. This area on top of the canopies collects rainwater, which is then filter and store in the underground tanks for later use, helping reduce flooding by storing the water. Streetlight will be integrated into Bloom shade, making it efficient use of space. Solar panel will be integrated into the canopy, harnessing thermal energy and providing renewable energy for streetlights in nearby buildings, reducing the dependency on the grid. The canopy structure offers shade from the sun and shelter from the rain, improving the road user comfort and encouraging outdoor activities despite the harsh weather condition in Ho Chi Minh City. In response to the regular flooding caused by the Saigon River, Bloom Hydro Wall proposed a modular and adaptive flood barrier. The system used plastic tube to float with the rising water levels, while the metal sheet extends to cover the street, preventing the water from entering the area. This wall adapts to real-time water levels, ensuring that the street remains dry and safe during heavy rains and high tide. The drainage system is a critical component of flood prevention. Bloom Hydro Gate feature a one-way drainage system that ensures rainwater flow into the river while preventing river water from flowing back into the street, preventing the street from flood during high tides and heavy rains. To enhance water management, Bloom Hydro Pump proposed installing mini water pump inside manholes. This could increase the drainage process during heavy rains, preventing water from pooling on the streets, creating high water pressure inside the manhole, preventing river water from flooding back. To conclude, Urban Bloom represent a speculative vision for the future of NguyenHuynhLuuTri Street, where innovative and sustainable solutions address the current issue of traffic congestions, flood, and poor infrastructure. By integrating adaptable design like Bloomway and Bloom Shade, this project provides a blueprint. With Urban Bloom, we see a future where local communities, governments, and stakeholders collaborate to address the pressing challenge of today while preparing for the unavoidable growth of tomorrow. Thank you for your time.